Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the gaming classroom, and today it's our first education video we've done in quite a bit of time. Yeah, I just felt like doing something a little bit different today, given, I planned on doing education videos in the past and never got around to it, so yeah, figured I might as well do one today. I apologize that my first video today was so short. But yeah, this one it's probably gonna be short too, but I'll see if I can stretch it out. And today's video, we're going to be talking about plagiarism, the consequences of plagiarism. For those of you who don't know, I'm a psychology major and I'm minoring in English, and writing is a huge part uh, of, excuse me, I have a scratchy throat today, of that field. So, yeah. Plagiarism is the practice of taking another's work and passing it off as one's own. So basically, you're working on writing a paper, you see something someone else has written, you really like it, and you want to put it in your paper, but you want it to, be part of your own work, be your own work. You don't want to reference it, you don't want to use it, as a reference. You're like, oh, this person wrote it and it sounds so much better than my work. I'm gonna pass it off on my as my own. Yeah, that's plagiarism, and that is a big no-no in the world of writing. So there are, according to oh uh, Baldwin.edu, the four main types of plagiarism. There are more than four, but these are the four that we're going to be focusing on: direct, self, mosaic, and accidental. So, direct plagiarism is just as it sounds, a direct word for word transcription of someone else's work without attribution and without quotation marks. So, for example, Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. I have a dream. It's at the top. It has Dr. King listed as the reference. That's the original quote. If you're going to use that in your paper, that's how you want to do it. You want to make sure you have it in quotes and you have the person who said it right afterwards. That is good. I have a dream with no quotes and no reference that these are that these are Dr. King's words. That is plagiarism. So, self plagiarism is you plagiarize your own previous work. So, when a previous work is submitted instead of a new work without permission from the instructor. For example, my argument is that this is a good thing. That was part of your first paper. Okay, that's fine. 2 months later, my argument is that this is a good thing, but that's in paper number 3, and you don't have permission from the instructor to reuse what you used in paper number 1. So, yeah, paper 1 and 3, completely different. Use exactly what you said in paper 1 in paper 3. So, that is an example of self plagiarism. Mosaic plagiarism, it's kind of complex, but at the same time, not really. So, when a phrase is borrowed from a source without using quotation marks, or find synonyms for the author's language while keeping the same general structure and meaning of the original, this is also called patch writing. So, the original work, Over time, the tribe was plunged by, and I hate my, I hate being oh my gosh, I hate misspelling stuff. But yeah, I have a tendency to do that. Over time, the tribe was plunged by settlers, not settles, it should be settlers, into an intense darkness. That's from an original work. The plagiarized version, they were plunged into darkness, but it's not referenced. So, pretty much the same thing, even though it's different uh, words, it's still saying they, that references the tribe, were plunged into darkness. Doesn't mention the settlers, but it implies, hey, they're referring to the settlers plunging the tribe into darkness. Plagiarism, Mosaic plagiarism. Accidental plagiarism is when the writer neglects to cite their sources, misquotes their sources, or unintentionally paraphrases a source by using similar words, groups of words, and or sentence structure without attribution. And examples of these will vary from writer to writer because it's an accident. That's basically what this is. You think you've referenced everything and you don't go back and proofread your paper. Oh, you didn't reference anything. Therefore, accidental plagiarism. You forgot to use quotes when you had no intention to plagiarize. That's what accidental plagiarism is. It's an accident. You don't intend to plagiarize, but your neglectful behavior to double check your work leads to this being determined as accidental plagiarism, which does usually have the same consequences as the other types of plagiarism. And these consequences, you can receive a 0 on your assignment, regardless of your education level. You could be K through 12, you could be college, university, you can be dropped out of a class. That's college and university. I'm sorry for my voice today. And you could face a suspension or expulsion depending on the severity of your plagiarism. If it's repeated plagiarism, that's when you usually face that. So if you did it once, usually it can just be the 0, maybe dropped out if you have a really strict instructor. But if plagiarism is part of your day-to-day lifestyle, the suspension or expulsion, yeah, that's probably going to happen eventually. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this short little video on plagiarism. I'll have the links to these references in the description below, and I have no idea why the PowerPoint format changed up. That date for the top one should be over, just like the bottom one. I have no idea why I didn't do that, but oh well. As it looked like that before I went into presentation mode. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped you out with plagiarism. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.